Welcome to Baby Narc. I just made a video talking about um, a little fight that Brian and I got into um, about social media postings and whatnot. And I had, well, you'll see the video that I'm in the middle of uploading right now. Uh, he I had bought him a guitar, and he told the world about the guitar, but he has yet to say that I'm the one who bought it. That kind of thing. So we can watch the video. And I couldn't help myself. Right after I logged on here to upload the video I just made, I had to look at his social media account and see if that comment that I made on that guitar, letting the world know that I am the one who gave it to him. And then his nasty comment about, oh, I'm sorry I didn't tell everybody. I never asked you to buy me anything, that whole thing. As I'm looking at that, I see a picture of him and this chick popped up, them hanging out. And now he's over at his parents' house in the garage because that's where he plays guitar all the time. And they're hanging out. And now here's the thing: I'm really not jealous of her because, although I've never met her, but apparently she really is just a friend to him. Now I'm sure she wants to be more, because way back in the day before I came back into the picture, I think she was a person he probably strung along. I think another thing about these narcissists is they have practice people. Yeah, I think they practice on people. And, because everything they do has a meaning to it. Nothing is just accidental or goes by the wayside and was meaningless, whatever. No, it is all part of their script. They have their own Bible and, or owner's manual. That's what I should say. Like everything is on purpose for a reason, is all part of their game. And I think she is probably somebody who, I think she's somebody he's strung along. So I guess now that he and I are friends, no, we're not. We're enemies, dude. Now he's hanging out with her. But here's the deal, though. Here's another fucked up thing. He has never, well, okay, that's not true. A long time ago, he's love bombed me so often that, and it goes on for a little time period. So, one of the earlier love bombings, was that he did, and I still didn't live here yet. He had put all over social media, a picture of me, but not of us together. A picture of me. Now, we had seen each other and stuff like that, but every time I'm with him, he doesn't take pictures with me. Of course, I don't offer to either, but because he's fucked me over so many times that I'm reluctant to put anything out publicly that we're together, because how am I going to explain that? It's like, didn't you have a boyfriend like 2 hours ago? Like, yeah, I did. I don't right now. And maybe in 2 more hours I will again. It's like, I just don't want everybody, because once again, here's one way to deal with these narcs is you cannot allow them to make you look crazy with other people. Just don't go down that road. That's a slippery slope that you'll never recover from. And he so way back in the day of him love bombing me, he had posted a picture of me, and then he had made a video of himself talking about how I'm in love with this girl, and we're gonna get married. Like, so he publicly at one point told the world that we were gonna get married. So it wasn't just a total mind fuck privately to me. Like, he really did do that. And that's the other thing about narcissists too, is, you know, everything they do is shady. Um, and I always say that they don't mean anything, but it's so psychologically fucked that I guess I'm gonna continually probably go back on my word with things that I say, because just when I think I have the answer and the solution to his insanity, then boom, he'll do something that kind of counters that. Uh, so I think sometimes, occasionally, they do kind of mean the stuff that they do and say. Um, but it doesn't matter. I mean, whether they mean it or not, it's still gonna fuck you up. So the only time that he ever publicly made it look like we're together was that little short time period of, a few days, maybe a week, of him love bombing me publicly. Now, there's only been one other time, only one. And of course, we don't spend very much time together, because every time we have plans, he cancels or just blows me off. So this one time, and I'll tell you about that too, because there was a reason for that. Everything he does has a reason. And so there was one other time in the recent past, a few months ago, that we were sitting in the car, and he was driving, and we had to stop for a minute. And of course, I'll tell you about that and why. And he took his phone out and started taking a couple of pictures of us together, and that was another love bombing episode. And he was so excited that we're together, and took a couple of pictures of us. And okay, now here's where it's weird. He's like a social media. Now he's dumb as fuck. Well, I guess he's really not. But he is no techie. So, well, that's the thing about tweakers. They dismantle everything. So they probably do get smart about things, because in their, mania of taking things apart, and of course that means with technology too, getting into, deep into passwords and things like that, it's kind of the same thing. Even if they're not physically taking something apart, they're still fucking with shit that he just has kind of taught himself technological things, and I don't know how he did it, but and I'm not really paying attention to him, but as he posted those two pictures of us together, or no, I take it back. It was a picture and a video. It was a picture and then a video, and then in the video, just real quick, he's like, "Oh, and he says my name, that we're hanging out, and he didn't say girlfriend or anything like that, but he said, oh, or he said, look at my beautiful girl, and then said my name, and then whatever, and then he immediately posted that on social media, and but here's what's weird though, so uh, like, because I always have to play detective, and it sucks, man. It just makes my stomach hurt. It makes me just want to throw up all the time. You'd think he'd be skinny because he upsets me so much. And it was maybe an hour later, I went to the bathroom, and I just had to look. See, that's the other part of this obsession that he's got me in. I'm so obsessed with him, and obsessed with figuring him out and trying to catch him. Uh, I don't even know why. Why do I waste my time? But nevertheless, I just have to know, what happened. So I take my phone in the bathroom, and I'm scrolling through, his stuff, and the video and the picture aren't on there anymore. But what's so weird is we were together at least for that whole hour every second, so he didn't have time to fuck with it in any sort of way. So I don't even know how. He's so evil. Ugh. He somehow didn't post it. Now, at first I'm thinking to myself, well, he never posted it. He acted like he was like fucking around with his phone like he was posting it. And then it was just, just a picture and a video just that he had saved on his phone. So of course that's what I thought. But here's just weird. So check this out. It's so weird. I guess maybe the next day, because he was still love bombing me at this point, the next day I was scrolling through his stuff and I don't know how it popped up, but now not the video, but the picture with my name under it popped up again on his like feed or whatever you want to call it, but not the video. I mean, who knows? Who the fuck knows? I mean, who knows? But anyway, so my story right now is the fact that this girl that he's hanging out with right this minute, obviously, he's already managed to put a picture of them, all hugged up on his social media, and of course, he's like, oh, look at the beautiful girl I'm hanging out with. Now, here's the thing, and this is what mean. I don't mean it mean. I really don't. She's not that cute, and and the reason I say that is not to be a bitch. It's horrible. I mean, it wouldn't matter even if she was the ugliest thing in the world, I mean, if he really was digging on her and for real, then God bless him at this point. I don't even care. But I'm just saying that my point for being my nasty, I'll see him turn into him with my nasty comments, but my nasty little dig at saying that she's not very cute is the fact that I think that's what leads me to believe that she's a practice. What are we called? So they're narcs, and I mean, other than empaths, but victim. Victim. Yeah, that's the word. So she was a practice victim probably for a very long time, and either she's real dumb, feels really bad about herself, is an empath like me, possibly, because they're attracted to us and we're attracted to them. Or, and I'm kind of hoping that this is the reason, maybe he never really did a number on her, Now I know from what he said, because everything he says, you can't trust it, but apparently when I first found out about her a few years ago, he wanted to make sure that I wasn't jealous of her, and the reason why is because he was in the middle of making me jealous about another girl, and not Samantha either, but a different girl, and I'll tell you all about her. So when this chick kind of popped back into his life and he was kind of talking to her, he was real clear about the fact that they never had anything, and that she had a husband or an ex-husband. Oh, here's this, shoot, doggone it. She probably is an empath, and she probably is one of his victims for sure. Damn it. So she had an ex-husband or husband, ex-husband, whatever, that beat her. Now, not the other girl. Oh my God. See all of us women that deal with these kinds of guys, we're all abuse victims. And so that's ironic that he made it, crystal clear back in the day, years ago, that she had this husband that beat her. And so probably what was happening. Okay, here's my guess, because you have to play detective all the time. I have to write his story for him because it's so messy and doesn't make sense that I have to piece all of the puzzle pieces together to try to figure it all out. So I bet here's what happened. I bet that she does really like Brian, like a lot, maybe in love, who knows. And he doesn't want her, but she was probably a practice victim. And she seems really sweet, so of course I'm sure she did shit for him. And she's remained in his life. Uh, whatever. But I bet what happened is before she got too, thick with him, too in deep in the hole with him, the ex-husband, wife beater, fucking piece of shit, probably somehow popped up back into her life, and she was more connected to him. And so, yeah, so isn't isn't it crazy how life works? Isn't it crazy that the evil uh, um, uh, criminal, because when you beat someone, you are a criminal, whether you get caught for it or not, this fucking bastard that's beating her, isn't it funny that he might have prevented her from getting involved with Brian like real thick? Life is funny. God always has a way of making things work out. It may not work out in the perfect way that we want it to, but come full circle, looking back on things, it's kind of like, that did work out perfectly. So it's not ironic. I mean, I don't know, having to, you know, this is all coming from my point of view. Who knows? But anyway, I just thought that was pretty, pretty ironic that now that he and I are just friends, that now immediately, oh my God. And see, this is another thing that makes me sad about her. You know what? I should go over there right now and I should fake like I'm mad that they're together, and demand that she leave. And then as she's leaving, I'll follow her. I'm totally kidding. But as she's leaving, I'll follow her in the car, and then she'll pull over and I'll say, okay, girl, here's what the real deal is. I just faked the whole thing so that you could get away from Brian because he's about to fuck you up. Yeah. And you know what? Oh, please pray that that's not what's happening right now. Please hope and pray that she is not in the middle of the beginnings of him trying to get her to be his new victim. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I told you about feelings. Like right this minute, talking about this, all of a sudden I'm overwhelmed with this sick feeling. Ew, I feel like in my throat, kind of, where maybe he's grooming her. Oh, that's another narcissist term, by the way. We gotta write that dictionary. They like to groom people and get them prepared for what they're gonna do to them. And oh my God, oh man, I hope that's not about to happen. Bless her heart. I hope this is just some weird thing that they're just hanging out, and oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long, and yeah, I hope that's what's happening. I hope that he's not about to oh my God, oh no, I can't even talk about it. I'm like worried. Okay, well, anyway, so that's happening. That's happening in real time. Okay. Man, these narcs, they're fucking evil. They are evil. Okay, bye.